Go ahead. Make my day.
Hey everybody, it's Lebo with Lebo's Pinball. And here we are with another project game. This is Dirty Harry came, and boy is it dirty. This is Dirty Harry Williams game back from 1995. I think this is maybe one of the last original WPC games. I think this is like WPC Security, if I remember right. Wasn't part of the WPC 95 group that did start coming out in 95. Um, but this is a really cool game. We picked this one up, sort of another game, or just this was a sort of a second game that we considered based off of the first game that we were looking at when we went on this trip, and that was a Whirlwind. So a 1990 Williams Whirlwind is what we are going to be working on after we get done with this one. We want to go ahead and get this one up and running. When we tested it out, it looks like it's it's functioning. It's just going to need a really serious shop job, just mega amounts of cleaning, and we'll put new bulbs in it. Definitely change out all the rubbers, probably the silicone, probably the Titan bands is probably what we'll do. Do a flipper rebuild, kind of a lot of the good basics just to bring a game up to just good standards. But this got really good bones, um, and everything's really functioning pretty well. At least it seems like that on the surface. You know how this stuff is. Once you dig into it, you start finding other stuff, and we may do some other crazy things. Like we may end up powder coating the rails and lock bar and the legs black to kind of match the whole, I don't know, whole look of it. I don't know. But for now, we're going to get the thing up and running. So hang tight with a series of some videos of just watching us go through and get this thing up and running. And then after that, we're going to shift over to Whirlwind. So hang tight and enjoy the ride. Okay, so just to kind of get started, there is dirt everywhere. You haven't seen the play field yet, but just kind of starting here on the outside of the cabinet. Now is kind of a good time to go ahead and start wiping some of the stuff down since we've got it setting up here in the shop. Just to kind of go through a little bit of it. We'll get it standing up, then we'll start on the glass, pull the glass off, and start looking into the play field. And really, to do it right, we got to take the play field just all apart, of which we will actually be doing that, to go replace all the bands and getting all the bulbs done. But for what I'm going to do just right now to kind of set a baseline is just I'm going to get it powered up, cleaned up, at least on the exterior, and just kind of see where it looks and kind of go from there. So it's now up on its legs. Let's get the power on and see what happens. All right, so factory settings reset. It's because there's no batteries in it. The battery board, or at least no, there are batteries in it, but they're dead and they're starting to leak and corrode. And it I already checked it earlier. It's on a battery board that's offset on a daughter card off of the MPU. So I think we're going to be good there. But if we go ahead and kind of get into checking some tests. Let's see, wake the thing. Okay, so here we go. So testing it. So I'm not going into the actual test mode. Although when I do, actually, I'll go ahead and hit enter for test report. Of course, we've got the time and date because the batteries are not there. And after that, nothing else. So that's actually a good sign. So getting out of that. Now this, yeah, the corn door is open, of course. Now the gun over here, I've noticed it will cycle several times, a little bit slower each time, and gets all the way down to the end, and then it will actually speed back up, and then it's all good to go. And I will admit, I don't know anything about this game yet. I don't know what is the normal behavior of this, if that is what it's supposed to do, especially since you don't have batteries, you don't have settings yet for this game. It's quite possible, I don't know. But while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and show you what's the playfield looking like? Look at the dirt on this. Yikes. Honestly, this is what I love to see. And the reason for that is when I clean this up, when I pull it off, I expect that it's going to look just, perfect underneath. There we go. Motor is finally done. Thank you. So anyways, go through this. I mean, you almost can't even see the letters on there. So it's so bad. So this is the history on this game, is a bit unknown. However, it was believed to be sitting in a building for maybe 20 years, at least 15, probably closer to 20 since the last time that it was actually played. So there's going to be just a lot of stuff of just kind of going through. We got cobwebs up here. This is a cool find to be able to get a game like this that hasn't been touched in so long, and we'll go through it. We'll clean it all up. We'll have to end up taking everything off. So I'm going to put this probably on the rotisserie, probably, and get all the LEDs put in place of the bulbs, and add a little bit of color in some places, a little bit of brightness, and it should really make a difference. Right now I've got the lights turned on bright in the shop. Let me turn some more of these lights out, just kind of give you an idea of what this looks like. So you've got I don't know, it doesn't come up that well in the camera, but it's just dark and dim. You've got bulbs that are burnt out. Again, like I said, this is what I like, because when you go through and make all these changes, it's so dramatic, and really shows how much better you can make one of these games look after just giving it a little bit of TLC. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning at least what I can get to, just to see if we can get this thing up and playing a little bit, and probably go from there. After a couple hours of actually scrubbing the playfield down, all the areas that I can actually reach, before I pull it out and start putting it, put it on the rotisserie and start tearing things down, it has started to really clean up nice. And this is exactly what I was hoping that we would get. It took a bit of the Novus to really get in there and scrub a lot of that dirt out. Man, this stuff is in there, just packed in there really deeply. So anyways, we're gonna try to go ahead and see what happens when we play a game and go from there. All right, so we got the game playing, and it's actually playing pretty nice. That left flipper has definitely got an issue. It's probably a broken spring. They'll probably need a whole full rebuild anyways, but pretty good to start with. anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this time. And just we're gonna go pull the playfield out and start cleaning things up. But this is a good start on everything. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.